Please stand clear of the doors. Por favor, manténganse alejado de las puertas.
Hello, hello,
Hello. We're actually missing one camera.
Because it wouldn't be a beginning
Yeah.
without my good friend Carlos Eduardo Silva.
Something happened to the camera here. Let's see what's happened.
Well, we thought that might happen because your power cords were causing you some issues.
Yes,
before,
yes. Let's see.
We are in the same space.
Yep.
What do you think?
Guys, actually we're doing one totally unscripted. We had a lot of fun setting up the whole studio here. And I think that the show is going to be really fun, but it's not a usual show because our good friend Collin is actually watching us now, and is not in the show.
It's not the same without Collin.
No.
It's really not the same. Collin, we miss you. I'm looking. I don't know which camera to look at now. It's so fancy that we're going to trip all over ourselves. Collin, I miss you. Come back home. We've got dinner ready and everything.
Let me check with if our camera, the one with.
You want to see yourself now?
Yes,
Okay.
I want to see myself now. Yes, I will just. Sorry, guys. I would do a.
Oh boy, that's lovely. That's what they wanted to see.
Yes,
that is exactly what they wanted to see.
Hello, guys. Sorry. Actually, we set up a studio by emergency due to what happened last week, and now we have a special setup. And I'm sitting here with with Jason, which is always amazing.
That's right. And Chris Shepard says you can't tell, but there's plexiglass between us.
Oh yes,
Yeah,
there's
safety glass.
Yes, there's safety
it's
glass.
To have your safety glass.
And you can change that. You can put
What do
yourself.
You
can put yourself.
You want
yeah,
me?
yeah.
Okay.
And
So
and me again.
You have to understand.
Yes.
Carlos, he's a bit of a. I mean, I don't know if it's okay to say this or not. He's got a lot of tech, and he likes to use everything at the same time. And, me, I'm a kind of simple guy. It's one camera, one mic. That's what we do for the lunch break. Carlos, on the other hand, you should have seen the gear coming out of his truck.
Yeah, I needed to rent a U-Haul truck just to get things here to Jason's. Actually, we're staying at Jason's mom's.
This is like Studio C or something
yeah,
like that.
Yes,
but the beauty is that we have fantastic internet, and I have no teenagers to contend with here. It's quite lovely.
And the other thing that we don't have here, it is nothing in my bag. No picture. And I have to explain. Actually, we tried to bring that picture with that lovely flower in my hand. But this firmly attached to the wall. I'm staying in a vacation home, so I couldn't move that picture. And thanks God I cannot bring that picture back to Miami. It's going to stay there forever. So it was the last chance you saw me with that thing in my head.
I don't buy it. As Mark Jones says, you just need a bigger hammer. That's it, right?
But Jason, let's say hello to our friends here. A lot of friends
we
here.
have a lot of good friends to say. I don't even know if we officially said welcome to After Hours. So I first want to say welcome to After Hours.
Yes, episode 5.
Let's talk Disney.
Let's talk Disney, my friend.
Okay. Now we can say hello to our friends.
Yes.
Well, I got a lot of friends. And you've got a lot of frenemies in there. I see Jeremy Goff, who is, as we speak, creating a wonderful T-shirt for Carlos Eduardo Silva.
Yes.
With fancy little things on his head. I see my good friend Chris Shepard, of course, who, because he's in California, I'm sure he's just, it's 6 o'clock in California. I'm sure he's having a cold beverage about this time. He had a very busy morning this morning. Valerie, good to see you as well. Marie Nicholson, hello to you, and hello to Don as well. Caleb, of course, great to see you as well. And Terry Stinson Darty. All the cool kids are here. Joe Logan. And, I think I kind of also have to talk about the elephant in the room.
which
The
is
other elephant. We have lots of elephants in the
the
rooms.
bunch of elephants.
We're going to have to get like a zoo.
Yes, a lot of.
So I had a few technical. Actually, I don't think I had a few technical difficulties. I think Facebook had a few technical difficulties today for the lunch break, and I just want to apologize again for the 17-minute delay that you all were experiencing. I think Facebook decided to have some sort of safety element installed in case I was saying something I shouldn't be. But I went ahead because I needed to prove not only to myself that there weren't any tech issues on my side, but I also wanted to make sure that everybody had a chance to watch the video on the replay if you wanted to. So I went ahead and uploaded that video in its entirety, including all the silly comments that I was making about the tech stuff. So you can view that at your leisure, and just thank you for being so patient over the past week with our lovely tech issues.
That's why I'm going back to Miami. I'm going back to Miami just to be clear of these issues and try to.
Oh, you're blaming Orlando?
I'm totally blaming Orlando. Yes. And guys, let me thank some friends from Brazil are watching right now from YouTube. I have Paulo Andreoli, amigo, abraço. Bea, muito obrigado. And they are watching. Actually, in our news segment, we're going to talk a little bit about something related to Brazil. And that will be coming soon. But let me, Jason, let me try to bring something new.
Why not?
Actually, it was a segment that was totally ready and done for our...
Oh, so we're not going to talk about the news yet?
No, we're going to talk about the news after the news segment.
New segment?
Yes, there's a new segment. And I'm so proud. I'm going to even go a little bit further because here in my right hand, I have the After Hours, the first After Hours top 10 list.
What?
Well, my friend, Jason, explain to the audience what we're doing with the top. It's totally different from the top 5.
Well, it's twice as good, clearly.
Yes.
I mean, what else is there to say? Well, I don't think I need to explain to people what the top 10 list is. I think they'll just have to experience it.
No,
is what I think.
One thing, the people there is so as young as Collin, for instance. Collin will never catch that up.
Collin Kendall, who's on vacation.
Yes.
He hasn't deserted us.
Yes.
He's just on vacation temporarily.
Yes.
Deserting us.
And Collin probably he will remember. But this segment is inspired in David Letterman's top 10 list.
No.
So yes,
really,
it took a while for us to get there, but we got it. And so the idea is to bring something funny and to go with a top 10 list. And this week's top 10 list, it is the following. And Jason, you're ready. We'll be closer to the.
I do want to make sure. Are you guys? There's some reverb. I think somebody's hearing, and I just want to make sure that we're. There's not too much. Are you guys getting too much echo? Let us know in the comments, and we'll adjust accordingly. Because what would an after-hour show be without a few technical adjustments from time to time? All right, are you ready for this top 10?
Let's go to the top 10, which is top 10 attractions reduced when Disney takes over Universal. Explain to them.
I don't think we need to explain.
We should go straight to the list.
No, I mean this is our little brainchild of when the inevitable happens, which is Disney, of course, consumes Universal, which is just bound to happen in the great order of things. I know I'm looking over at you, but because I'm looking at you, I'm looking in the wrong way.
Yes,
so I have to pretend. But this feels so unnatural because now
it is funny. Let's try to look to each other.
No, I'm actually not talking to Carlos at all.
You turn. You cannot turn it right. No,
it is.
Yeah.
Okay. I just won't look at Carlos because it's otherwise it's weird and it's distracting anyway to look at. We should have gotten the plexiglass that was tinted. That's what we should have gotten. Okay, so when Disney takes over the park up the street that won't be named anymore, they will of course have to retheme some of the attractions, and this is our top 10 redos.
Yes.
When Disney takes over Universal.
Okay, so let's go to the list, starting with number 10.
Number 10, Skull Island, Reign of Kong, becomes Discovery Island, a retirement community for non-functioning Yetis.
Number 9.
Revenge of the Mummy becomes Revenge of the Mommy, Maleficent's life story.
Number 8.
Jurassic Park River Adventure becomes It's a Small Jurassic World. He's cracking himself up.
Number 7.
The Incredible Hulk Coaster becomes The Incredible Hulk Coaster. Because, are you going to tell him the name changed?
Number 5.
Ripsaw Falls becomes...
No, number 6, sorry.
Yeah, you're jumping ahead of me. Number 6, Ripsaw Falls becomes Splash Mountain Sprung a Leak.
Number 5.
We're just going to move through that one quickly, folks. Number 5, The Amazing Adventures of Spider-Man becomes Spider-Man, The Real Homecoming.
Good. I was forgetting about those. Number 4.
One Thing, Two Thing becomes Mickey's Got a New Thing.
Number 3.
Cat in the Hat becomes Mr. Toad Gets a Flat.
Number 2.
Number 2, Fast and Furious Supercharged becomes Stitch is Furious and Belchier than ever.
And to this week's After Hours, number 1 for the top 10 is...
Race Through New York, starring Jimmy Fallon, of course, becomes After Hours, the race through Disneyland.
Guys. Sorry.
You stepped all over my fun music.
What do you think about it?
I
we need your reactions.
I feel like I needed Collin here, is what I needed, because...
Yes, we miss Collin a lot.
But... I mean, what we would like for you to do is let us know at the After Hours page on Facebook, what would you like to see redone, kind of in the Disney spirit at Universal. Like if it was to happen, if it was to come to pass, what would you like to see Disney do in terms of retheming? And keep it fun. Keep it fun. We don't have to be serious all the time.
And Jeremy is saying Carlos is giggling like the Pillsbury doughboy getting tickled.
I promise. My hands are right here.
No, I have a second T-shirt.
I'm not tickling at all. I promise.
Oh, my friends. So this was our top 10 list. And guys, again, your comment is pretty important. What we also need is that when you have something like what happened today with Jason during the lunch break, that the Facebook sometimes gets a little crazy. That's why we like to do our broadcasting using two different medias, and so we also in YouTube. So as I already requested before, I'd like to remember everyone that is watching in Facebook right now that by the end of the show, please wait until the end of the show, you can go to our description and there's the link for our YouTube channel. Please subscribe it. Please, press that alert, that little bell for you to get the alerts when we're going live, which is usually once a week. And it is pretty important for us. We already have 56 subscribers. We need a little bit more to start changing our URL. That is kind of crazy to.
You're going deep, man.
Yes.
Like, wow. And I'm looking the right way, which is away from
but
Carlos.
We need your help. We need 100 at least. Okay.
Would you like to pay them? Would you? Would you like to beg? Should we we've reached the groveling point of the program here,
guys? But
in all seriousness, if you're having fun, do share it out.
Yes.
Tell a friend. And if you don't like it, tell someone you don't like. How about that?
Heather is already saying E.T. Adventure becomes Alien Encounter.
Yes.
Yes.
I think we could do that. I think we could do that for sure. So,
Well, my friend,
I'm going to look this way because we have the cameras.
it's funny now.
Always switch to this guy.
Yeah, and I have to go that way too. So
I'm going to switch to the big camera, so this way I can actually face you.
Yes.
And like this feels better, right? This feels
Yes,
better.
a lot better.
Okay.
And should we move ahead with our new other segment? It's not new.
Oh, you finished asking people to share and all that stuff?
Yeah, I think so. We can ask again for.
You think? Okay,
Yes.
we'll do that later.
It is good when you do like this. It's a lot better.
Do the
Yeah.
because we are actually looking at each other.
And there's another thing. If you go to our Facebook page, you can see
Small. Go ahead.
it is this chair.
I had to give him. I told him he's older, so I figured he needed the old man chair. The service chair.
But my friends, if you go to our Facebook page, to the After Hours Facebook page, you can see that the post before this broadcast, I posted a picture of our setup here. It is
You did?
high tech. Yes, beautiful. It was beautiful. A beautiful picture.
Where was I doing? Was I?
You were drinking. Oh, you were changing.
I was drinking.
you
I was
know,
drinking.
yeah,
Was I drinking? I was
drinking
drinking.
water.
Okay.
You changed your outfit. You did,
I was prettying myself up. I
yes.
was in makeup and makeup and wardrobe. Is that what they say?
Yes,
That's
yes. In this episode, there was no makeup in my side. That's the problem. But
Was I supposed to do your makeup?
no, please, guys. Let's move ahead and.
Needy.
So there are actually, I'm trying to wait for a confirmation to see if there's one of the big news of this week we're allowed to share, because there's something that came pretty
Well,
5 minutes before.
while you try to figure out whether you can share your news, I'm going to share the news. And this isn't really news. It's not like news today, but it's news yesterday and news. Well, I mean, it was a new experience for me to be at homecoming, eating chicken and hush puppies and fried green tomatoes and fried okra. And what else? I had, it was so good. It was so much. I'm looking at the wrong way again. I got to meet Chef Art Smith, which was great, and didn't have any shine. Didn't have any shine this time, which is always sad. But I did have. We had some chocolate pecan pie, and we had delicious hummingbird cake that actually they didn't finish, which was really sad. So my news this week is that I filled my belly and then some at homecoming, and it was delicious. And I'm telling you, the Disney Springs experience since it's reopened has been fantastic. I've dined at, this is embarrassing. I've dined at Wine Bar George twice.
Well, yes.
I've dined at Morimoto Asia once. Dined at Raglan Road. Dined at Boathouse. I should have started with Boathouse. So dined at Boathouse and dined at Homecoming. I think that's everything. I haven't been to Plate Pig yet, which is a problem. But I am telling you, they are doing a great job. And I mean, Boathouse service was fantastic. I mean, everybody was fantastic. But Homecoming, for their very first day, they were not just like sharp and on point, but they were busy. The place was full, and you wouldn't have known that they were closed. They've been closed all this time. It was that good. The service was fantastic. The new outdoor area. What's the new seating called?
Sunshine something?
It's not Sunshine Seasons.
No, but it's something like that.
It's like I don't know, like Moonshine River. I don't know, whatever it's called. Somebody will tell us in the notes because we didn't get to sit out there. But it was lovely, and I still haven't gotten up in the balloon. But that's besides the point. That's gonna.
I did Boathouse, actually with my family, and it was the first time that me and my family we went out for a restaurant after the whole thing, and it was a amazing experience. I did Wine Bar George with my friend Jason here, and it was a nice experience. Well, it was strange that the server asked us about the dining plan, if we had the dining plan.
It was a little bit of a slip up, I think.
Yes.
He was in this mode, the Disney mode.
Yeah, he was in Disney mode. And we did the Raglan Road with Jason and Lisa, and it was actually, it was a nice night. The dancers were there. The whole spirit of the place was the same. The food was kind of.
The food was Raglan Road.
Yeah.
There was a burger.
Yeah, you had the burger.
I enjoyed the burger.
I did the steak and was not that great. And yeah, it was little.
You could have gotten shepherd's pie.
There was the gnocchi.
You could have gotten bangers and mash.
There was a gnocchi in Raglan Road.
Yeah, they've updated the menu significantly.
Yeah,
I'm getting hungry now though.
And I did the homecoming with you guys yesterday, and that was a homecoming. It was we felt like, being back. It was really good, and it was an amazing service, amazing experience. Food was great. One thing that we're noticing with many restaurants is that due to the shortage of some items or some ingredients that they use, they need to change the menu, and sometimes they're not, as the same as before. But with homecoming was not the case. They were really good. Was really good.
Yeah, they were explaining to us that Chef Art Smith was explaining that the and Chef Bob too, actually, at the Boathouse when we dined there. They're both explaining that there's some sourcing issues. It's not that they wanted to change the menu or that they wanted to pare it down, but there's sourcing issues where some foods are just easier to get hold of than others, and so they're trying to be cognizant of that and build a menu around that while preserving the fundamental components of it. I didn't feel, both at the Boathouse, I would say the only places where I felt that the menus, like you could tell that it had been pared down, was Morimoto Asia and Wine Bar George. Everywhere else, Raglan Road, which I was actually impressed by the menu changes. I kind of like the menu changes there.
Yes.
Raglan Road, Boathouse, of course, and Homecoming. The menus are great.
Yeah, well, I will test Morimoto tomorrow.
Will you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, with a good company.
You can invite me along?
Yeah, you're invited.
Okay.
My friend, there's some news that I have to share with you guys, and it's not news. There's a strong rumor that I would like to share that involves Disney animation and involves Brazil, our friends in Brazil. And actually, it's been there's a rumor that Disney is preparing and is already working in a movie called Encanto, and I will translate Encanto as spell. Okay, some people will say it's enchantment. No, it's a spell, like a magic spell, and it is a work that has been conducted, and the production and the direction will be under the same team that did Moana and did Zootopia. And Lin-Manuel Miranda is already working with us in songs. So that is where, actually there were some rumors coming since last month, but today many different media outlets started to comment about that. So it's going to be the whole story going to be based in a Brazilian family in Brazil. It seems that there is something related to a girl that has magical powers and her sister not. So that is it's not a news, but it's the rumors. And I really love the idea of having the title named Encanto, which is spell. And it's a title, even a title in Portuguese. So for my friends that are listening from Brazil, I'd just like to mention that. And Jason, I think there's the news that and then I was sorry because there was a moment that we had the camera that I was looking to my phone because we got the news like 5 minutes before starting the live show that Food and Wine Festival was announced.
And who told you that?
The first we heard from Lou Mongello. Lou Mongello sent us, and I was kind of afraid that can we go with this news already broadcasting? But then he
also,
shared.
For those of you who know Lou, he's also the kind of guy who, when you say, "Hey, can you take a look at this for me? Tell me what you think," he'll say that you spelled a word wrong. He'll say that you miscapitalized something. He'll do it just to kind of get at you. And then of course your heart like drops and you're scrambling to figure it out. And then he's like, "Yeah, I'm just kidding." So there is this part of me when I see that kind of news coming across the wire from Lou Mongello, like 5 minutes before our show starts.
Yes.
I say, let's get some fact checking done. It sounds like you did that.
Actually, he did that. He sent us the link of the Disney Park blog.
The proof of life.
The proof. And actually, so Food and Wine Festival is going to be starting actually July 16. July 16, right after our actually the day after Epcot's opening. So this is what is going to happen.
I still find it hard to believe that they're going to do that.
Yes.
That
means something that is probably is obvious because of the size of the park. That the reservation system.
Let me cut over here a second, real quick.
You can. I cut again.
Mark my word. If they launch Food and Wine Festival, and they take away the La Isla Morita beer that was so fantastic at Flower and Garden, I am going to get a petition going. It's going to be a big problem, Walt Disney World. That's all I have to say. Make sure you bring back the good stuff that most people didn't even get to enjoy. And the chilaquiles.
Yes,
they're going to have to. They're going to have to do a lot of work to top what they had done with Flower and Garden, albeit briefly.
But you know one thing that tells me that the whole thing of the reservation system is going to be. They're going to have versions for each park, and actually to adjust the occupancy and to the capacity of the park, which in Epcot's case is a lot bigger than, for instance, Hollywood Studios or Magic Kingdom. So it is good news. At least good news in the days that we're coming with some strange things.
I'm almost speechless. Like I don't know. I think
it took me by surprise.
Yeah. So that's big news. That's big news. Any other like hot off the press news that you want to share?
Yes, Chris is asking, "Hey, where's Collin?"
Colin's on vacation.
Yes,
Dude does deserve a bit of a break.
And I miss him a lot.
Yeah, we do miss Collin.
Yeah,
I think
Collin,
he's here. He might be here
he was watching. I think I saw something.
Why? This is your week off.
Yeah,
enjoy it.
So and that basically were the news that we had for you today.
What's next, buddy?
Well,
this is when we would. I know what's supposed to be next.
Yes, and explain.
Well, let's just go with it.
We're gonna try. We're gonna try. So let's do it.
Wait for this.
Welcome to the app.
Oh. Are we skipping your little video?
Yeah, I'm skipping the little video.
I'm looking the wrong way. Are we skipping your little video?
What actually happened is that the top 5 that we had ready was a top 5 that me and Jason, we agreed that we only gonna do with our buddy Collin along with us, because it was the top 5 that we had ready for the last episode, for the episode that we were supposed to have last week, and visually is probably the most beautiful top 5 that we already did.
Mostly because of Collin's pictures.
Yes, and mostly because of Collin's pictures. So we couldn't do that without Collin. So we
could.
Yeah,
we almost did.
But we felt bad. So
Carlos felt bad.
We decided that we're not. First, we decided we're not going to have a top 5, and then, like, again, 10 minutes before the show start, we looked to each other and saying, "What don't we do a live top 5 that we're coming right up to you right now and discussing with you without cards, without anything, without even thinking up too much about the list." And
I don't know how I feel about this.
Yes, but we're gonna do. And our top 5 would be top 5 cues. Did I use the right word? Yes.
Cues.
Yes.
Like lines. Cues. The Brits know what I'm talking about. So we're gonna try to do this top 5 cues on the fly. He sprung this on me. Well, maybe 7 minutes before the show, so just a couple minutes before that news came in. So I think, in all fairness, that Carlos, you should go first.
Oh, I'll do that. I'll do that. And it's
any
fun.
Restrictions? Are there any restrictions, like parks or?
And no restrictions. I would like to say that we can go. Not only for Disney World, but we can go. We can also go to Disneyland, and probably I even could try to throw a Paris one there.
Oh, come on! No, that's not fair.
Let's see first of all, who if our friends, and one thing I would like to ask is that.
And then you don't go. Wait a second here. Don't try to cheat.
No, I'm gonna ask them to help us.
This is not who wants to be a millionaire. There's no phone a friend.
No, I'm not gonna ask
50,
for help.
50.
No, not asking for help. I would like to just invite them to help us,
Okay.
But not help me, not help you to enrich our list. Well, my number 5 in terms of cues. And then Jason will go nuts now. I will go to Paris.
Where's my pen? You can't go to Paris.
I'm flying to Paris right now, and I have to tell you a story. I'm not a big roller coaster guy. I'm not a big fan of roller coasters. For me, the drop in Pirates of the Caribbean is already too much. But I have some tolerances for like Big Thunder Railroad or Space Mountain in Magic Kingdom. So I went to Paris and I said, well, let's go to Space Mountain, okay? And the queue that they have for Space Mountain is amazing because in Space Mountain in Paris they bring they tie along the whole theme of Star Wars. So the queue for Space Mountain is amazing, and you have that Star Wars connection. But for me, what is the fun part is that when I got to the cars, so the vehicles for for Space Mountain, I realized that they were totally different from the ones from Magic Kingdom, and I noticed a harness, and I said, what? And then I noticed that I was really in the wrong attraction. But I got in, and after 2 or 3 inversions and a lot of turns and spins, it was a wonderful experience. But my number 5 is the queue for Space Mountain in Disneyland Paris.
Well, I'm just going to have to take your word for it. I never experienced it, but it sounds lovely. I think that I'm going to bring it a little closer to home for my number 5, and my number 5 is going to be a bit of a surprise, probably. But I think it's it's one that not a lot of us see anymore, unless you have little, well, we little lads. It's in the new Fantasyland. It's the queue for Dumbo, because I think that queue was transformative for parents. The virtual queue there for Dumbo, and I don't know whether that's all going to change now because of the whole situation with COVID-19 and everything, but it probably will. But being able to go from waiting in an outside line in Florida summer to inside in essentially a playground that's air conditioned, and you can sit and watch your kid play, and I know it's probably not a favorite of a lot of people, but in terms of like transforming the experience of waiting for a very popular ride, Dumbo for me, that's the one. What's this? Like what? Like I got drummed. I'm getting drummed out. I'm getting drummed out of the studio.
But one thing, and it's funny because I'm seeing the list there. Some suggestions that are coming here. There are some things that were in my list.
What are you doing?
But there is a lot of things that many different ones. It was beautiful. It's because you have. Like for instance, Paulo, our friend Paulo from Brazil, said the virtual queue for Dumbo is really excellent when you have kids. I have to admit, and it's been a while that I don't do that because my kids are so big. And
it's creepy if you don't have kids.
Yes. That's the point. That's the whole point.
I will say that too. Like so, but it's lovely. It's good. And I'm trying not to read. Like I want to keep up with the comments, but I'm also trying not to.
Okay, so let's go. Let's go to my number 4, and I'm going to an attraction that usually is not an attraction that I like to go to because of the drops, but the queue for Tower of Terror is amazing, and actually I have to admit what I already did is that to take the queue and then to take the chicken exit right before the attraction, but I love that queue. So it's my 4th queue, and number 4 is the one for Tower of Terror.
That's a good pick.
Yep,
that's a good pick. You know what would have been a better pick?
Which one?
Well, if we head west, a little further west, we go to Disney California Adventure. I'm going to stick closely with your theme. I mean, I love Tower of Terror. Don't get me wrong. Tower of Terror is my favorite attraction, period. And I love the queue, but he's already used that. But Guardians of the Galaxy Mission Breakout. That queue is amazing. It's fun outside. It's fun inside. The museum type thing going on. I don't want to spoil it for you, Carlos, but
I'm not even go there.
I did try to talk. I mean, we were there. We were inches. I kid you not, like inches from the entrance. And I said, "Let's just go, Collin, Carlos. Let's just go. We don't have to ride. You can duck out. Just go through the queue. You'll enjoy it." I couldn't get them to do it, and they really missed out because it is one of the best queues. The collector's collection in the lobby, the Russian cosmonaut dog, I mean, there's so much good stuff to see. I don't want to spoil it for them, but and then when you get in, so this is the other cool thing when you're in the what would be the boiler room kind of area in Tower of Terror. It still has a similar feel to it, except that everything is in some sort of alien language. But I talked to a cast member there, and they said that all the writing actually means things, and there's even emojis. There's even emojis, like alien emojis, that they put on some of the pipes and some of the electrical work that means some things. And I'll just say that one thing may have something to do with sewage, one of the emojis. that's there. So it's a lot of fun, and I'm sorry that you missed it, Carlos.
Yeah, I miss it. Yeah, you're right. But to tell the truth, we were right next to it. The reason that we didn't jump to the attraction because there was something like a 2-hour line or 2-hour wait, and we skipped it. But
I'm just reading how right I am. So.
Okay, my number three. I'm going to Disneyland, and I'm going to Toontown, and
oh Lord,
my. And I will love that pick because I know that Jason hates that attraction.
Please don't do it.
I'm talking about the queue for Roger Rabbit's.
Oh, he did it.
The queue for Roger Rabbit's attraction. I think I always forget the name. You guys help me. I think it's Roger Rabbit's Spin something. Was that no? Yeah, it was Roger Rabbit's attraction in Disneyland in Toontown. The queue is amazing. What they do in terms of different scenes and lights, and you start to get immersed in the Roger Rabbit and in the Toon world is great. I really like that. I'm not so. I even would say that I like more for the queue than for the attraction itself. I think the attraction it is nice, but the queue for me is better. So that's my number 3 is the queue for Roger Rabbit in Disneyland.
I can't. Of all the attractions, you even went to Paris for the first one.
It's funny that Jason is not showing the comments, but there is a lot of people, a lot of friends.
All of the attractions.
They're agreeing with me. And my friend Paulo Andreoli from Brazil is saying Roger Rabbit cartoon spin.
Well, sure. I'm sure the queue is fine. It's great. Let's even say great. But it's just, you really? You burned your number 3 on Roger Rabbit.
No, I didn't burn that.
Oh, okay. So my number 3, we're not going to go far. This is really difficult. The more so as I get closer to number 1, and I start they start popping into my head, and I start realizing, oh no, wait, don't forget this. Make sure you leave room. We may need to have some 2A, 2B, 2C or something like that. But for the next one though, I think I would be remiss to not say, sticking in Disneyland, I'm going to head to Adventureland, and we're gonna experience Indiana Jones. The Indiana Jones Adventure is I don't even know, is that what they're calling it these days? They've changed the name a couple times. Indiana Jones is amazing. It's one of those queues, and there's another on my list that I hope you don't steal it. There's another on my list that's like this too, but it's one of those queues where you're kind of disappointed if you rush through. If you have a fast pass for this ride, for this attraction, you do kind of walk through really quickly. And the outdoor experience is fine. It's you're in Adventureland. It's wonderful, but once you get inside. And for those of you who have experienced it, you know what I'm talking about. Once you get inside and you start down into the tunnels and the caverns and it's interactive. There's things you can pull, there's signs that say don't pull this rope, and of course you pull the rope, and then you hear something sound below the sky.
It is amazing. Ah! You're right.
It's so good, and the attraction's fantastic, of course. But that's my number 3.
I would shock a lot of people to say that I have the same reaction to that queue and to that attraction as for Roger Rabbit. I think I'm more fond of the queue itself than the attraction. I'm not saying the attraction is not good; it's amazing, but I love the queue. The queue is amazing too, and for me it's even better than the attraction experience. It is fantastic.
Yeah.
Okay, my number 3. Number 2.
No. There's no going back.
Number 2. Number 2. No. Yes, my number 2. I will go I would take my favorite attraction, which is in all the Disney parks, and is the queue for, and is the newest one, is the queue for Rise of the Resistance. Rise of the Resistance is my favorite attraction, and it's my second queue. It is beautiful. I think I enjoyed, and I enjoyed because even what is good is because it's a queue that you're due to the virtual system. You usually go fast. So, but it's an amazing queue. I really like that the whole experience there. It is great. So my second one, and I'm so afraid now that someone will steal my first one, and I'll be running out of queues. But this is my second one, Rise of the Resistance queue.
I'm just glad you said it, so I didn't have to burn because that was probably going to be my next one.
Mm-hmm.
So I will see your Rise of the Resistance, and I will raise you a Big Thunder Mountain Railroad. I wish we had like a railroad like sound or something. Big Thunder Mountain Railroad, and I'm telling you that, and this is for me, it's the one in Walt Disney World in the Magic Kingdom. Because the queue, while I actually prefer the version of the attraction in Disneyland, and that we could talk about that at length for some other point, as to why that is. The reimagined queue for Big Thunder Mountain in Magic Kingdom is so good. It's so good, and you miss so much if you fast pass that attraction. It is one of the attractions where I will typically not use a fast pass. Like I don't want to miss that experience because it's that good. The interactivity, the theming. I mean, being able to like, blow things up, and it's so much. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yes, I know. Being able to blow things up.
So it's so much fun. I love it. So that's my. I mean, Rise is great. That's a solid number 2, if not number 1. But Big Thunder. It's my number 2.
Okay, so my number 1, and that's the good thing about being the first one. So I'm gonna get. I thought that he was about.
Where did you think I was going?
I thought you were going to the one that I'm going right now, which is Flight of Passage.
Oh,
and that's an incredible, amazing, immersive, perfect, full of details queue. I really love Flight of Passage is one of my big favorite attractions. Yes, it's not my favorite. It's my number 3 in terms of attractions itself, but the queue is amazing, and there's something that is special every time I go there, and there's a new detail. It's almost like an honorable mention that I will include right now, which is the
Woody, what?
Expedition to Everest.
No.
That is, you start to realize and to get things in details.
Wait a second.
The details, and that I just throw it there.
Just happened.
And I just throw it that, and now that's the good thing, because now he has a few seconds to realize where he's going. And then, my friends, and so that's my. You changed there.
Yeah, I changed it.
He changed. I'm trying to be to get back the control of the cameras here, but my number 1 is the queue for Pandora's Flight of Passage, with an honorable mention to Everest.
Okay.
It's all yours now.
Yeah, I know how Collin feels. That's just mean.
I got him.
That's just mean. And I felt, I mean, if you had stayed in Pandora, I could understand. Maybe, you'd be funny. Oh boy. Well, I'm just gonna head back to Disneyland. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm heading back to Disneyland. And do you know where I'm going? Do you know where I'm going? You have no idea where I'm going in Disneyland.
I think I have a little idea, but yes.
Do you really?
Yeah, but if I say, I will.
Well,
yeah, no, I cannot say it.
I'm heading to Cars Land, and we're getting on Radiator Springs Racers, and I would like, for me, and this is kind of a go with me moment. Okay, for me, like the entire bit of Cars Land, I mean, because it is, you have to walk through the entirety of Cars Land to get back to Radiator Springs Racers. Like, so you get to experience the entire Cars Land in all its glory, especially at night. I love it at night. But even if you, and this is one also, I think you don't always, I mean, the first time you should probably not fast pass because you miss out on, actually, Carlos, you didn't get to experience the full queue for Radiator Springs Racers, did you?
You're right, because mostly the last time we went there actually was a little bit before we were in a mission.
Not Mission Breakout.
Yeah, but we did all the times we did was with a fast pass. So yes, you're right.
So I would say I like to do it at least one time. I mean, it's a long queue, even though the attraction's been out for several years. It's a long queue, but it's so much fun to sort of walk through the different rooms. I mean, there's another way to describe it as rooms, but they're scenes. I mean, you walk through different scenes, and it does take you on this. What are you pointing at? You just take. What are you pointing out? I don't know what you're pointing out.
Yeah.
He's pointing out Lou. Lou, good. You just made it in time to watch Carlos cheat.
I stole it.
Welcome.
I stole it one.
Welcome. Thank you for training him well. So no, I think for me, I think Radiator Springs Racers wouldn't have been my number one. It probably would have been an honorable mention for number two. But here we are in the land of the cheaters.
And actually, when I was mentioning about,
you didn't even really talk. I mean, Expedition Everest deserves more conversation than you even gave it. I mean, you didn't talk about how like Joe Rohde's DNA is all over.
It is all over. Yes,
all over the queue. And I mean that in a good way. Not in a weird way.
He did that.
Oh, that's kind of weird all of a sudden. Yeah. Hello. All right. So also the story that's told, that's another one of those queues where you don't want to, because I'm back in Expedition Everest now. Mm-hmm. It's one of those queues where you do not want to fast pass. I mean, I would even say if the queue is only 45 minutes long or so, I'd opt for the regular queue just to be able to get to experience it, and because you don't, if you run through the fast pass line, or even if you walk through the fast pass line, you don't get to experience the story. You don't get the backstory. You don't understand why you're doing this thing, and I think that's it's something important. Disney puts so much energy and creativity into these queues to begin the storytelling. The minute you step into the queues, that I think it's important to not rush through them. And
I will throw a little. Well, there's one thing I have to add, when I said that Flight of Passage and Rise of Resistance were my top favorite attractions, and I have to say the top three favorite attractions are Rise of the Resistance.
Wait.
And no, but it's mentioning you and Cars and Radiator Spring Racers. I think it's one of the most amazing. And it's
somehow you just slipped.
I'm not talking about the queue.
5 list. I know you're talking about your favorite attractions. Somehow you managed to slip.
But yeah, I think we're never gonna do the top favorite.
Well, we're not now.
And there's some other.
Collin, Collin, I'm talking to you right now.
Collin is not here.
You and I, he'll watch. You and I, we'll we'll do our top attractions list when Carlos can't make it, and I won't cheat. I promise.
And one thing that's a good idea. But one thing that I like to also add, and some honorable mention, because it was in my list, the list that I came 5 minutes before the show. It is also Pirates of the Caribbean, but the one in Disneyland, which is pretty simple. But when you start to take that view of the bayou and you can see,
oh yeah,
it is beautiful. I love that the queue.
But the queue itself, I mean, you don't really get.
It is simple.
You don't really get,
that's why
you're not in the bayou very long in the queue. The queue, I think the queue for Pirates at Magic Kingdom is much, much better.
Oh yes, too. Yeah.
I mean.
Except
in Chris Shepard, you'll know what I'm talking about. Anybody else who frequents Disneyland will know what I'm talking about. Next time. So remind me, Carlos. Next after hours, I will actually. You know what? Maybe we don't wait. I'll just post it. I'll post it either tonight or tomorrow. Every once in a while, in Disneyland, when you're in the queue for Pirates, a spooky thing happens. Like this has happened 2 times for me. There's a swarm of crows. It's something out of Alfred Hitchcock. It's like, imagine Alfred Hitchcock's The Birds. And if you haven't seen that, you need to see that. But imagine that in real life. But they're circling New Orleans Square and the Haunted Mansion. Whoa. It's incredible. And I have some video I'll share with everybody. But that's about the only time that I would say that the queue for Pirates at Disneyland is better than the one at Magic Kingdom.
Chris is saying that Carlos is taking off the glasses for effects. You know, Chris, the truth is that the only way I can see the monitor is without the glasses, because there's a far monitor there.
Lou Mangello, that's just mean.
Yes,
I saw that. He's like, what is he? Like,
I'm wishing for a late night something to the night, because we're going late here, but it's not fair. And I have to tell you the truth. I already did Santa, but never late night. Never just went there to drink something, and that's it. I never.
What is this, confession time? What are you talking about?
Yes. Yeah, I have to confess that. Okay.
Well, that was interesting.
No, Carlos, it's for the effect. But it's not by purpose, Chris.
Oh wait, Angela says a swarm of crows is called a murder. I think I knew that, but I didn't know. It's one of those things where that's fantastic. Oh, and then Chris Shepard said it's a murder of clown. Oh my goodness, it was scary. Oh man, I was there because when this happened the one time, I think I was there with my mother-in-law. She was not pleased. And if I had said, "Oh, that's called a murder," she probably would have left the park.
But if you can try to use the other camera there.
Oh, you want me to switch?
Yes.
Okay, I can do that.
Yes, just so you.
Would you want to look into my eyes? Is that?
No, it was a fun one. It was a really fun one.
Oh, I'm sure it was fun for you.
Guys, they always try to put me in the last one of the top 5. The first time that I got the first place, I said, now it's my time. I love it. There's someone that asked me, just let me address one thing, asked me if I was wearing a Brazilian soccer t-shirt. No, actually, this is Australia. This is from Australia, so it's the Australia soccer team. No, Brazil. Okay, my friends, so we survived the top 5.
Yeah. Because the camera's still rolling.
We survived that one. So, but my friend, are you? We're here in the new setup.
Well, it's a new setup here.
Yeah, but
so there are some there. Oh, wait.
You hearing something?
Maybe it's not the fan.
No. There's a strain. You hearing something?
What?
Hello. What's that sound? We're gonna be doing the Western sound in a way that I never did, because I'm gonna press the sound and I will not listen to it.
Oh, so the tables have turned. So
yes.
Usually I can't hear the sound, but I'm talking about the sounds, and now you just can't hear it at all.
Yes.
Okay. I like this. So, I think that where's my cheat sheet? I have my cheat sheet here somewhere. What did you do about here? It is okay. So we put these together. We put these together a couple weeks ago. This was supposed to happen last week, before the meltdown happened, and I tried to balance it out this week. We tried to balance out some easy ones with a little more difficult ones. So I think, and the plan, I hope, the plan was to progress through them, maybe from easier to hard. I don't know whether Zach is in the group tonight or not. I haven't seen him. So everyone else may have a fighting chance for getting some of these. But how about we cue up the first sound?
You tell me when it's...
I'm ready. You go. Oh, yeah. That's good. That's good. Do you want to, here, let's cut to this wide shot because I think that's more fun. I think we should give it to them one more time.
One more time?
Yeah, one more time.
1, 2, 3, and...
What do you guys think? Now, see, Mark's saying, yeah, we have a chance. Okay, so Chris Shepard is close. Chris Shepard says Main Street Music.
It is close.
That's close.
But that you're gonna see how Jason was mean.
I wasn't mean. I was not mean. You want to? Let's give it to them one more time. I have Lisa Milam. Hey, Lisa Milam saying Main Street. Don Nicholson saying Main Street. Caleb saying Main Street. Heather says Main Street. Michael, I gave you a hint. Michael went too far with his Cinderella's Carousel. Fred Abley says
Fred even farther.
Expedition Everest. So I'll give you a hint. It's not Main Street.
Mark is getting kind of close, I think.
What did Mark say? Let's hear it one more time. So yeah, Mark says Casey's Corner. Mary says Casey's. So I don't. It is a difficult one. In hindsight, it is difficult
because you guys go see Jason's going,
Ashley, Tori, Sarah. Look at that! It's like three in a row.
Yes.
Tori says Hub Music,
and I think
Sarah says the Hub. Ashley says the Hub. Did anyone else say the Hub first? Because that's probably. We probably have to give it.
You would have to give it because, yes, you will see how mean he was.
Technically, I think Tori may have gotten in.
Yes.
Tori may have gotten in first. So
congrats. But it's right. It's right.
Let's hear the reveal. Well, I'm looking up there. It's you guys got it. It wasn't so hard. It's fun. So if you want to know specifically where that was what you would have heard on a beautiful January afternoon, looking.
It was supposed to be your camera.
Look.
It was supposed to be your camera. You changed it.
Looking at so you're standing in the Hub area, and you are sort of have the moat in front of you, and then you have oh my gosh, I almost drew a blank. Crystal Palace right off there, right, so kind of just off to your left a little bit. But so Main Street was kind of right, but the hub was right on the mark. So good job, guys. Okay, let's do the second one. You ready for the second one?
I'm ready. So in 1, 2, 3, and
here we go. Okay.
Let's see.
I included this at great risk because this song gets lodged in my head every time I hear it, every single time.
You changed it in there.
I did. I changed it again. Let's hear it one more time. Okay, so intro. Okay, so these aren't bad guesses, but they're not right. It's not Tomorrowland, although Chris Shepard and Lisa think it's Tomorrowland. It's not Tomorrowland. Let's hear it one more time. Caleb Hill.
Whoa!
Look at that.
Yes, he got it.
Good job. So, but can you tell me specifically which song is this? Don't. Actually, do we even? I don't know if you. I don't think you gave the name of the song in the reveal.
No.
So let's play the reveal. And then see if they can actually name the
song.
Name the song.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's go for the reveal.
It just could have kept going and going because he's saying, is it still playing? Is it still playing? Like, yes, but I love it so much. I just can't.
Yeah.
I've got a problem here. But ever since I did some filming in Disney Springs, I've been, I've had this song in my head, but it's one of those songs where I get it in my head and I actually don't want to I like it there, so I cue it up.
There's another one, but I will not mention. I will not mention because it's going to. We probably could use in another opportunity. But there's another one.
So Chris Shepard, I think technically Chris Shepard was the first one in with the Wreck-It Ralph. I wouldn't say. Well, I don't know if it's a theme song. Would it be this? Because there is the Wreck-It. There's the Wreck-It Ralph song. Like the actual Wreck-It Ralph song, which is kind of not nearly as good as, this.
They use in the movie, yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely, yes. It is it's the showpiece song.
Yeah, Mike was saying Thursday.
Yeah, but Caleb said, "When can I see you again?" So I think between Chris Shepard and Caleb, I think Sarah said, "See you again." Michael struggled with typing it out quickly because he's trying to be first to the button, but he had it as well. Heather went Shakespearean on us and said, "When can we do thus again?" Which is very fancy of you. I'm just kidding. And I think you guys did a nice job.
Yep.
Isn't it everyone has to go now and play that when After Hours is finished? You need to cue that up. It's fantastic.
Yes. So we're going to the third one now.
I guess it's that time. Third one. Let's do it.
So in 1, 2, and 3.
Okay.
Got it? Let's see here.
It's kind of mean. This one I feel a little bit bad about. But here we go. Let's see what happens. Let's let me play one more time.
I said oops.
No, let's play one more time for them because it's just nice to let it roll in the background anyway. Tori says France. Don says Paris. Lisa says Paris. Tori says Ortones. That's not right, but
not
it's
right,
but it's interesting.
It, yeah.
It's interesting. Kayla says France. Angela says Frontierland. No, not Frontierland.
Again?
Sure, let's do it again. Yeah, let's do it again. Lisa says technically France. Chris is getting very specific with outside chefs de France. Mark Jones with the Italy. Okay, so what if I told you? What if I told you, for those of you who said France, and for those of you who said Italy,
Yes.
what if I told you you're both right? I mean, they're both right, but not in the way that you think they're right.
They're in not right, but they're in the right direction.
They're in the right direction. So you need to think more, I'd say, geographically.
Yes.
Let's hear it again. Mary says he doesn't feel bad. He's grinning. I know. Tori says International Gateway. Tori, you're headed in the right direction. You're headed in the right direction. Let's say you began in Italy, and then you proceeded to France, and then you proceeded through the International Gateway. You're headed in the right direction. Let's just keep bearing it.
I think for the first time.
No, we didn't stump them. They're gonna get it.
You think so?
Yeah, let's hear it again.
So
again,
again,
it's just fun anyway. Oh, Anthony's pulling out the Pinocchio Village out. Look at that. No. You got to go further than the bridge. Valerie's saying the bridge. Michael's saying the bridge. Angela says, for a music lover, I'm really bad at this game. I should clearly play more. It's okay. This is the third one. The third one is supposed to be difficult. Okay, should we give him a hint?
Yes, but if you give the hint, it would be. Well, it all depends. Go.
So Chris Shepard, he's getting there. He says, okay. So Sarah did list. She took the sheet, and Angela also took the clues, and said, okay, maybe the boardwalk. No, you went too far. Chris Shepard's close. He says outside the International Gateway at the Skyway station. That's you would need to go there. You would definitely need to go to. You would definitely need to go to the Skyway station at International Gateway.
Yes, you have to go to International Gateway.
You would.
Yeah.
You would have to go there. Let's hear it again. You're not wrong with France, and you're not wrong with Italy. Boy.
I think
I kind of love this and also feel bad at the same time. I'm very conflicted. I feel almost as conflicted as that top 5 list.
No, you know one thing. It is our 5th episode, and we're supposed.
I know we've never stumped anybody, have we?
Yeah, we're supposed at least once.
That's true. And Zach's not here, so okay.
Let's
reveal
that.
Okay, so okay, let's do the reveal. Let's do it.
Over the no.
Just go ahead, do it.
So I'll reveal it, and finally we stumped you.
Sarah Goff.
Yes, and now we noticed that
Sarah snuck it in there, there. Good job, Sarah. All right, way to go. Someone did get it, and then
yes, and Mary's also correcting us. Someone said Riviera. Yes, it was Sarah. You're right.
There's this little delay thing.
There was a delay thing here, and you got it right, Sarah. And actually, it was 2 in the 5th episode without stumping you guys.
Jeremy says, Sarah said Riviera, send us our bread service prize. You have to come down for it.
Yes.
Jeremy and Sarah, you have to, if you come here, we will gladly break bread with you. Absolutely. That was fun. Was that too hard? Was it too hard?
No, it was not that too hard.
Okay, good.
Let me see. Oh.
This is me again. Hello. I don't know what we're doing, but we're doing this anyway. Is this the part where I get to talk about myself?
Yes.
Okay, well, thank you so much. I'm Jason Canapp, of course, here with The Magic. And for those of you who aren't familiar with Here with The Magic, Here with The Magic is all about bringing you through immersive video and sound, bringing you to those quiet moments of joy, sort of less thrill, more chill moments in Disney parks and in Disney resorts and in other Disney-related spaces. And we do this little thing. We do this thing on weekdays at 12 p.m. Eastern called the lunch break. A lot of our friends here participate, and we would love to have you join us as well. Tomorrow we are going to be heading on over to Epcot and watching illuminations from the Japan Pavilion. So if you'd like to see that and also meet some really great people and chat it up a bit, head on over to herewithmagiclive.com at 12 p.m. Eastern tomorrow. And I'd say every weekday, but we're not doing it next week. So, but we'd love to have you there tomorrow. And you can also head on over to herewithmagic.com to see, I don't know how many videos it is now, 85 videos or something like that, I think. Yeah. Did you know that Marcus Val and I put a video together this week?
You did one last. You can't try.
You want me to?
Yeah,
This no, I like this view.
You know,
this is actually nice. You want me to bring?
Yes.
Okay.
Actually yesterday you did, but we were actually I was waiting for you to arrive in Disney Springs.
So you missed it?
I missed it. I have to watch the.
I could play it.
Let's do it.
Would you like to see it?
Yes.
Would you guys like to see the video?
I'd love to see it. Yes.
Would you like this? Oh, I'm looking at the wrong camera. Would you like to see the video?
Yes.
It's only a couple minutes long.
No problem.
Are we doing okay for time?
Let's do it. And actually, there's another video that I forgot to play here. We're gonna play 2 videos.
Oh, right.
You're gonna play 2 videos.
Your little exploration.
Yeah, my little exploration. Yes, you're right.
A little danger.
Security almost called me. Sorry.
That's okay.
Security almost
just
called
knock
me.
the stuff over. It's fine. No problem. Okay, so let me cue this up here. Let's see if I can find it. I can find it. Here it is.
Is there any song on it?
I got it right here. Yes, there's a song with it.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna hear it.
It's beautiful. Oh, you won't hear it. I'll share my earbud with you. Would you?
No, don't do that.
Are you sure?
No, I'm sure.
It'll be very like Lady in the Tramp.
No.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure I want to be either. I don't think I want to be either. Okay. And now you can speak.
Well, I couldn't listen to the sound. I couldn't listen to the music, but the images were amazing.
He wouldn't share my earbud.
No, no, thank you. And Fred was saying that I was growing smaller
I know, that
and
was
smaller. And that's not, everything is right with my
It feels
with
like
my
we're at Trader
shirt.
Sam's.
Yeah.
Have you experienced that?
No,
Oh, you will.
my friend.
You will.
My friend. Let me address what I
This
do.
is beautiful.
Oh my gosh.
This is a nice one. I do like that effect, but you sure you want that? I'm
No.
going to go back here. No, you don't want that either. You want me?
No.
Hello. It's good to see everybody.
It's funny. No. Let's go to the one that we have.
There you go.
For those who don't know me, my name is Carlos Silva. I run two profiles, one called Ponto Miami, which is basically content for Miami visitors, and then Ponto Orlando, which is mostly Disney oriented. And is yes, one thing is true, is in Portuguese. It's for Portuguese speaking audience, but I would love to have you guys visiting my Instagram, my Facebook. You go to pontoorlando.com and also my website, but try to visit my profile. And because the video that I was intending to show here, I will ask you actually to visit my profile and to.
How about this? Let's see.
I think that I can show.
There we go.
Yes, thank you.
You're welcome. Look at that.
Yeah, you go to Ponto Orlando and in my IGTV, you're gonna see. You can find a brand new video that I did. What actually I did, I did some drives around the Magic Kingdom yesterday, and I got some nice videos. Some videos, for instance, you can see the new painting for the Cinderella Castle, things like that. I did it in my car, so it's not high standard and high definition, but it's a good sneak peek preview, and is good. No,
you keep pushing buttons. I don't know what
I'm
you're
not
doing.
pushing.
I don't know what he's doing. There we go.
And that's it. And so if you can visit my profile, you can see in my IGTV that video. Okay.
Oh, so we're not going to see it tonight, is what you're saying, unless we go over to your.
Yes.
Okay.
We're not gonna be able to show properly here.
Yeah. Okay. That's fine.
I'll
I'll watch it later.
Okay, guys.
Is that it?
Thank you very much. It was the idea today was to do totally unscripted. Totally.
I think
I
they
think
got
they
that
noticed.
point. I think so.
They noticed, but in some way we had a lot of fun. It was a lot better than last week. It was a lot better than last week, but we're gonna be back to normal next week.
Well, it's relatively speaking, back to normal. Collin, we do miss you, buddy. We hope you're enjoying your vacation. You deserve it.
Yeah.
Hope you're having a really good week there.
And after hours without Collin is not after hours. We're trying to do our show, but we miss you, buddy, and it's always good to have you around.
And I enjoyed doing this thing together in person.
It is
fun.
It is fun. I think that
You're going to stick around next week, maybe?
no, I cannot. But I'll be back. Now I'm gonna start, if everything goes fine with Florida. I'm gonna be back to the usual mode that every 10 or 15 days I'm gonna be here.
Oh, yeah?
So yeah. So and I
Like
think
a cicada.
yes, and we're gonna use that wonderful camera that you said that is almost like a phone. No, it's not. Which is the Mevo. We're gonna use that camera for instance, for the One Festival. We can do a live broadcast with the Mevo there, with doing different shots.
We could also use our phone.
No, but it's not gonna be the same thing.
It's like this one goes to 11.
It is funny because I was so happy about this new camera, and then when I showed to Jason, the first thing he said, "Why don't you use your phone?"
I was like, he's like saying, but you don't understand. Like I can broadcast this directly to Facebook right from. I said, well, but you could do that with your phone. He looked so crestfallen when I said this. He's just like, oh. So we're using the camera.
We're using the
And
camera.
it's lovely.
And we used a lot. It saved us today.
It saved you.
Yeah.
It saved you because this is you right here. This little black box. He's having some. It's actually not a technical issue as much as it's a power issue.
Yes.
You know what you need actually? one of those like devices that you can like maybe you could like a treadmill you can run on.
Yes,
to
run
generate
on
energy, or a hula
yes.
hoop, like a hula hoop.
You're
that
right.
Could, like,
You're right.
generate,
Probably
like,
is the best thing you have to do that.
yeah, something like that.
Okay. My friends, thank you very much. We're getting to the point that Jeremy Goff helped us a lot, and we get it, and everybody cries, and nobody leaves without listening to that song. Thank you for everything. Please don't forget to go to the to our descriptions below and to see to click the link for the YouTube channel, to subscribe us there, to opt for the alerts and follows there too. And don't forget to share and to spread the news and the word about After Hours. We would definitely love to see our community growing.
Do all the things. Do all the things.
Yes.
This was a lot of fun.
Yes, it was really fun. Thank you.
Yeah,
and thank you to your we crashed.
Yeah, we did. We crashed, but no, okay, it's okay because it's like Studio C. It's fine.
Yes.
Thank you guys very much. It was great having you here again. For those of you who want to participate in the lunch break tomorrow, I'd love to see you here with magiclive.com at 12 p.m. Eastern when we visit Epcot and enjoy Illuminations, Reflections of Earth.
Yeah, I'll be there.
All right.
I'll be there. Thank you, guys.
Good night,
Bye-bye.
guys.
Look inside